Today, I'll be talking about variable types. So imagine we have a race car. Okay, so we have this race car. Okay, it has wheels. Okay, let's put some windows here as well, the doors. Okay, so we have this nice race car. So let's go through the types. So with Python types, we have numbers. Okay, and numbers can either be int. Okay, this stands for integer, which are whole numbers, or we could have float, which are essentially decimal numbers. So if you were to think of this racing car example, our integer, so it could be for example, top speed. Top speed is equal to 100. Okay, that's the car's top speed. But for example, the acceleration is, 22.8. Okay, so as we can see here, our integer is a whole number. So that's how you know it's an integer, because it's a whole number. But for our float, we have a decimal point. So that's how we know it's a float for this example here. We also have strings. Okay, so in Python, these would be str. Okay, and these would represent text values. So imagine with our racing car example, this car has a name. So we can call it, so the name of the car, so car name, is Purple Racer. Okay, and also the car name, we can also have the driver. John. Okay, now the key thing here with strings is that they will start and end with double quotes, as we can see here, or they can start and end with single quotes. Okay, so you have to be consistent. You either have to use double quotes or single quotes. You can't use a combination of both. But that's how we can tell it's a string. So it's just representing text. The final type I want to go through is booleans. Okay, so in Python, these would be bool. And these are our true or false values. True or false values, okay? So in Python, it's important that we start with an uppercase T for true and an uppercase F for false. Otherwise, if you do it in lowercase, it would just be a variable, which is incorrect. So examples of booleans in this racing car scenario, in this racing car situation is, for example, is moving. Okay, so is the car moving or not? So right now it's stationary, so you would say it's false. But we could have other things like is purple. So is it purple? Let's say it's true. Okay, and that is what booleans are. Now let's move over to Replit and let's put these examples into practice. So, what did we have? We had our top speed. So we had top speed of the car, of the racing car, was equal to 100. A whole number, as you can see, it's going to be a integer. So we had acceleration. Which was 22.4. Okay, as you can see, you've got the dot there. That means it is a float. We had car name. So the car had a name. And we call it Purple Racer, I believe. There you go. As you can see, it starts and ends with these double quotes. We also had the driver name as well. And this is an example of using single quotes. So as you can see, I've used single quotes for driver name. And then we had, is the car moving or not? and we could represent this as a boolean, and we said this was false. Likewise, we had another variable checking if the car was purple. So it's purple, and we said that this was true. Okay, so notice with the booleans on Replit, they become light blue, but if you were to change this to a lowercase t, it wouldn't be light blue anymore, and it wouldn't be a boolean. So we have to ensure that this is uppercased. Thanks for watching.